nisimame imara. Hadithi ambayo umetupatia historia yako hapa, umetoa ile karai ulikuwa unatumia kuchoma mahindi na ndio imekuleta umefika hapa. Ukiona mtu ambaye hasahau mahali alitoka, huyo ndio mtu mwenye hekima. Unajua saa hii nabii, kuna watu ndani ya chama changu cha ODM wamesahau chama kilitoka wapi. Wamesahau ni nini chama cha ODM kinasimamia. Wengine wananiambia sasa wamechoka kutetea wananchi. Wanasema hawakuzaliwa kukaa ndani ya upinzani. Wanasema wamechoka kutetea haki zenu. Mimi nataka niseme vile umeniambia hapa, mimi nitazidi kusimama kwa ukweli. Kama kitu ni kibaya, kitu ni kibaya. Na tutasema ni kibaya. Wale ambao wanasikia wamechoka. Kama umechoka kutetea wananchi, umechoka kusimama na haki, wewe ondoka ndani ya chama, wende uingie tu UDA mara moja, mkue huko na Ruto, si ndio? Kwa nini unajifanya wewe unapenda rais sana, mtu ambaye anasimama na chama ingine? Wewe umesahau wewe ni mwana ODM. Kama wewe umechoka na ODM, ingia tu kwa Ruto direct, mkue huko, tujue nyinyi watu ya UDA na sisi tubaki kutetea haki za wananchi. Tuko pamoja hapo. Wanasema kwa Kiluya, orabona ruchi rutenya abalwe bilile ndio rwa. Ukiona mtu unakauka, Mheshimiwa Kalonzo Musyoka, huo mtu umesahau mahali ambapo ulitoka. Safari ya kukomboa hii taifa si rahisi. Hata wana Israeli walichukua miaka 40 years wakihangaika jangwani, wanatafuta kufika wapi? Kana. Wewe umejiunga na upinzani tu juzi. ODM umeingia wiki mbili kabla ya nomination, ushachoka. Unatuambia unataka kupumzika ndani ya serikali. Serikali ya wenyewe, serikali ya wafisadi, serikali ya wauaji, serikali ya abductors. Unatuambia nini bwana? Mimi nataka kuambia nabii, wewe bora uendelee kuniombea Mwenyezi Mungu anipe uhai. Na hii sauti ambayo niko nayo, sitatoka mahali ambapo niko. Hiyo ndio msimamo wangu. Competence, wewe unanijua. Wacha mvua ikuje ama inyeshe ama jua iwake, mimi nitasalia kuwa mtu wa kusimama na wananchi na kusimama na ukweli.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Raw Politics. I hope you're doing fine. I'm also okay. Today, let us take a look at one Edwin Sifuna, the current SG of ODM. I'm going to share what I think is the best political move he can make today. If that is something you're keen on, I urge you to stay tuned. And if you are watching for the first time, just take a moment, subscribe to this channel so that whenever we produce videos of this nature, YouTube will automatically notify you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've interacted with Sifuna, you know he's not only vocal, but he's also a very daring politician. So when it suits him, Sifuna is likely to speak his mind. And he's been speaking his mind of late, even differing with ODM leadership. Sifuna is very critical of the ODM leaders who joined William Ruto. He is very nasty whenever he meets them in Senate. And he's not hiding his dislike for Ruto and the Kenya Kwanza government in general. So what should he do now? Before we look into that, allow me to walk you through Sifuna's brief political history. Sifuna is currently 42 years old. He joined politics around 2013 when he joined the CORD technical team. CORD is the coalition that existed between Raila Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka around 2013 to 2017. Sifuna continued to be a technical advisor, to be part of the technical team, even when NASA was formed, the other coalition that was used for the 2017 elections. After around 2017, Sifuna decided to try competitive politics. So he went and participated in ODM primaries in Kandui, in Bungoma. Bungoma is Sifuna's home county. Unfortunately, he lost that primary. But ODM, I think the powers that be really liked Sifuna. They managed to give him the direct ticket for Nairobi senatorial race. He found himself going for the Nairobi Senate against Sakaja, Of course, he lost. Sakaja won by an impressive majority, over 800,000 votes, against Sifuna 600,000. Sifuna didn't give up. He was still loyal to Raila, and this rewarded him. When Raila was looking for someone who could replace Ababu, he picked Sifuna. So Sifuna became the Secretary General of ODM around 2018. That position he holds to date as of the time of recording this video. Moving into 2022, Sifuna decided to contest again for the Nairobi seat, senatorial seat. This time he won impressively. And currently Sifuna is the deputy minority whip in the Senate. That is Sifuna's brief political history. Now that you know his history, let us move into what is going on. Sifuna, since the 2022 election, has been so anti-William Ruto. Everything. He's one of those people who believe that William Ruto did not win the 2022 election, he stole their victory, and such things. Sifuna has never hidden his hatred for William Ruto. When there were demos in March 2023, Sifuna was very vocal, played a central part. Around June 2023, Sifuna was wearing sufurias on his head. Everywhere, Sifuna made it known that he didn't like Ruto. He was one of the people who were chanting Ruto has to go. And in his mind, he didn't see William Ruto and Raila striking a deal. So when it happened around July 2023, Sifuna was really shocked. And also, I must add, obviously annoyed. He felt somehow betrayed by Raila because in his mind, Raila was supposed to fight Ruto to the end, not to compromise and work with him. So even during the national dialogue, Sifuna was not very vocal. He didn't support it boldly. I think he was still pretending then. He had not started to speak his mind per se. He would still pretend. But when an opportunity came in June of 2024, when the so-called Gen Zs decided they wanted to remove Ruto out of office through illegal means, that is through anarchy, Sifuna seized the opportunity and he was so pro-Gen Zs. He was the one helping them shout, Ruto must go, and he did everything he could. Another shocker came. Raila, instead of joining the Sifunas of this world in chanting Ruto has to go and causing more chaos in town, decided to call for dialogue. Now, Sifuna, as the secretary of the party, had to defend the position of the party leader then, amid serious attack from the so-called Gen Zs who felt like Sifuna agreeing with Raila was a form of betrayal. But Sifuna had to make claims like Raila has people he leads, and those people also needed guidance, and so he has not stopped you from doing what you are supposed to do. etc. People felt like Sifuna was going to toe Raila's line. But I think along the way, Sifuna saw that there was no need of pretending that he liked William Ruto, especially when he saw that Raila had forwarded names of ODM top leadership to be appointed into Ruto's cabinet. The funny part is that ODM's top leadership was forwarded to work with Ruto, except Sifuna. So I think this might have really made him angry because the deputy party leaders were forwarded to be appointed for cabinet. The ODM chairperson was forwarded to be appointed for a cabinet position. Even the minority leader in parliament was forwarded to be in the cabinet. Even members of NEC. So Sifuna somehow felt, this is just my opinion, perhaps Sifuna felt betrayed or bypassed, because if Raila was picking the ODM top leadership and replacing them with with the new people, Sifuna might have thought he would be one of them. But anyway, that did not happen. And since then, Sifuna did not hide his dislike for the leaders who moved into government and the decision of ODM to work with Ruto. He has been critical of the broad-based government from day one. He has never liked even the likes of Mbadi. When they appear before Sifuna's committee in Senate, Sifuna is very nasty. He is looking for an opportunity to humiliate them. He calls them names. And so this has been going on for a while until Sifuna now also says that ODM as a party will be critical of William Ruto. Yet, the minority leader, Junet Mohammed, and the party chairperson, Gladys Wanga, have maintained that we are in a broad-based government. It is very hypocritical for us to oppose a government where our people serves in. It is hypocritical. And I agree with them. It is the height of hypocrisy. ODM cannot donate the top leadership into Kenya Kwanza government so that they can work together and then stand aside and criticize the same government. That is what Gladys Wanga was saying. She was saying this is the height of hypocrisy from the like of Sifuna. But Sifuna maintains that he, as far as is concerned, ODM has not joined government in any way, that the people who joined are people who did this out of their own greed for position. So according to Sifuna, the people who joined Ruto did not have the blessing of the party, and they did that on their own volition. So he doesn't recognize them as part of ODM. In fact, this is something that Sifuna has maintained. Even today, when he joined the likes of Kalonzo and Rigathis people in a church, he was categorical that if you want to support William Ruto, leave ODM. That ODM was not going to support William Ruto in any way, that he was speaking as the Secretary General. Ladies and gentlemen, that is very funny. You know ODM, and you know how ODM handles dissidents. But Sifuna is really making a lot of noise and is very bold. And today he made a statement by joining the likes of Kalonzo, people who insult Ruto's government from morning to evening. And he joined them, and he did not just join them and kept quiet. He joined them, took the chance, and he talked of liberating this country, the journey of the same thing the likes of Martha and others who also oppose Ruto saying. How come Sifuna is opposed to what seemingly Raila has endorsed? I think there are two possible reasons. One is that Sifuna has been authorized by none other than Raila to antagonize Ruto's government. And the other option is that Sifuna is looking for his way out of ODM, but he wants to live in the most dramatic way so that it gets him the political bonga point with the Kikuyus in Nairobi. If you asked me which one is more likely, I think number two is more likely. I don't think Raila Odinga is telling Sifuna to differ with Akina Junet and Akina Mbadi or Akina Joho. I don't think so. Sifuna perhaps has realized that Sifuna perhaps has realized that in a coalition between Raila and Ruto, he might not be given the direct ticket to defend his Senate seat. And so to prepare himself for the 2027, he wants to join the Rigathis team. But you see, to join Rigathis team and be valuable, you can't just say, I have hereby resigned as ODM SG, I want to join the like. No, you have to be dramatic. You have to appear like you're defending the country against a very evil man. And so you have to appear as somebody who was kicked out of ODM for defending the country. That one will get you some bonga point and some love among the Kikuyus who are hell-bent to punish Ruto come 2027 for bringing Raila on board. And I think that is what Sifuna is doing. But if you asked me, what should Sifuna do? That is what he's doing. But what should he do? Everybody is allowed to have an opinion. And my opinion in this case is Sifuna should have humbled himself. He should have understood that without Raila, Sifuna would be nobody. He didn't even have a chance to win an ODM primary in a constituency in the rural. He is where he is today because of Raila's graces. And unless Raila is the one telling Sifuna to attack the likes of Mbadi and Gladys Wanga and be arrogant the way he is, I think Sifuna needs to take a pause, humble himself and Raila, defend his seat, is likely to retain his seat as the senator for Nairobi if he stays under the tutelage of Raila Odinga. And then come 2032, he might just be endorsed to go for the governorship. Going with the Rigathi against a combined force of William Ruto and Raila is political suicide, in my opinion. You are likely to be crushed, especially in Nairobi. That's my advice. He may take it, or of course, he can ignore it. What about you? What do you think? What should Sifuna do? Is he doing the right thing in your opinion? I want to hear from you. Anyway, if you found value in this video, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and also share this video with friends. Otherwise, if you want to know why ODM leadership appears to be reading from these different scripts, watch this video.